Hey guys, optoberman here, and welcome to Let's Play Mega Man 1. So, this is of course the first video of my channel, the first Let's Play I'm doing. This will be mainly what my channel is, just doing this, playing games like this. I like it, so it's fun. So without further, let's get into the game. So, we have our 6 Robot Masters. Of course, Cutman and Bombman, I tend to think those are the best Robot Masters to go out with first. I usually go for Bombman, so let's do that. But Cutman works too, as I've said. I recommend either of them. Both of them are fine. So yeah, start. So this is Mega Man 1. So you can see, it's a Nintendo game. It's pretty old, but it's still very fun. And I really like Mega Man. It's my favorite video game franchise, so expect to see that a lot on this channel. So, just giving you a warning. Not warning, but telling you what you're probably going to see in this channel in the future, if... Yeah. I will be playing some other things, though, because I just love video games as a whole. They're really great. I like them. Very fun. Well, some of them. There are some that aren't as good, as fun, you know. Just haven't played this game in a while, so yeah, I might be a little rusty, but yeah, I've been told that. So anyway, and so this is Bombman stage, you know. It has a nice background, nice. You can play this game by yourself if you want, if you have a Nintendo, or you can find an emulator on the computer. I usually do that. And that was a Sniper Joe that you just saw, that I just beat. The enemy that I just killed, that was a Sniper Joe, and they're very annoying in this game if you don't really know how to deal with them. They get better in later games, but in this one, they will follow you around a lot, and they will just completely annoy you if you ignore them, because it's very hard to ignore them, so try not to, because then you're probably going to get hit by them a lot. They fixed them in the second game, so be thankful for that, because if we still had them like this in later games, then that wouldn't be very fun, would it? I don't know. I don't think so. So anyway, Mega Man is one of the game. It has... So, the story of this game, they don't really tell you this. Well, I'm honestly not sure if it goes over the full story in any of the games, but, so Mega Man is a robot, of course. Well, yeah, Mega Man is a robot. He was built by, this doctor named Dr. Light. That's who created Mega Man. And so, he was meant to be, an assistant for him, a lab assistant for Dr. Light, but then Dr. Light's old colleague, Dr. Wily, he, you know, kind of turned evil and was all, now he's bent on world domination. He wants to control the whole world. So, Rock, as Mega Man was named before, all those Mega Man things, that's his original name, Rock. He decided that he wanted to stop Dr. Wily, and so he told this to Dr. Light, and Dr. Light gave him these upgrades, and that's why. And so he gave him the upgrades of the Plasma Buster, or Mega Buster, as this is called, the thing that I'm shooting my enemies with, the Buster. That's what it's mainly referred to. Yeah, so he got these upgrades, and now he's going after these 6 Robot Masters, and I just beat the first one, Bombman. He has a pretty simple pattern. He just jumps around and throws bombs, and the bombs are pretty easy to dodge. Then it's not rocket science, really, so you won't have too much trouble with him. Yeah, I usually don't, as you can see. But and next is Gutsman. So yeah, so in this game, we are going after Dr. Wily, and we will get to him and defeat him. That is our goal. So Gutsman stage has, let me just wait for this to come by, has these platforms. They're Guts platforms. I'm not sure if that's their actual name or not, but they're referred to as that. And that was very stupid. So you're supposed to jump off of the platforms, of course, and go on to the next one. And don't do what I just did. Don't. It's a terrible idea. Yeah, so try to aim your jumps correctly to get to the next one, and don't be too cocky, because if you are, that will be the death of you in this part of the stage. Fair warning. And jump on the platforms when they come across these dotted things, because that's when they will attempt to push you off, and that's not fun, we all know, because, you know, that will kill you, and you don't want that to happen. No one does. It's terrible. Bad decision making. So that's over with. I don't think we see those platforms anymore in the stage. We will see them later in the game, when we get to Wily's Castle, which is the final area. Or final areas. It's multiple areas in one. And these guys, will just throw wrenches at you and try to kill you with them. They're not too annoying, even though the wrenches can be, I don't know if they're wrenches or hammers, even though their weapons can be very difficult to dodge sometimes. They don't do too much damage, so you won't have too much trouble with them. Trust me. And so, then we have this spot. And there are spikes there. I need to mention this. Don't touch spikes. If you touch spikes at all. There's some spikes later in the series. I'm not sure if there are any in this game in particular, but some later in the series that aren't insta-kill, but yeah. So, most spikes in the series will just kill you in one hit. So, do not touch spikes, even if they're not insta-kill, because they will still do damage. And no one wants that. I don't know why they decided to make spikes insta-kill in this game. It's weird, but they did. It's their decision. So, that's nice. And here's Gutsman. I haven't switched. So, Bombman's weapon, the Hyper Bomb, is Gutsman's weakness, and I haven't mentioned this yet, but Robot Masters in this game have weaknesses to other Robot Masters' weapons. And I'm not mentioning a lot of stuff. There's a lot to mention here. So, the Robot Masters give you weapons, I don't think I said that. And Bombman's is the Hyper Bomb, which is a bomb that you throw, and it, like, bounces on the ground a little bit, not too much. But then, so it stays there for, like, a second after it bounces, and then it explodes. It's weird because it doesn't explode on contact, so it's not the best it could be, but it's still an okay weapon. It does good damage. Next is Cutman, yeah. And Gutsman's weapon, the Super Arm. There are certain blocks in this game. It's weird that these blocks, yeah, you can use these. There are certain blocks, and you can pick them up and throw them like that. And I know you're probably asking why Cutman is weak to this, and I'm going in weakness order. So Cutman is weak to Gutsman. I could beat him with the Buster. I mean, I don't know. I haven't actually beaten all of the Robot Masters with the Buster. I could beat Cutman with the Buster. Well, Cutman has 2 Guts blocks, as they are called by most people, in his boss battle room, in his boss room. And you can use those, and it only takes 2 Guts blocks to defeat him, so you can use those to kill him with them. But you have a chance of missing, which I usually do. So yeah, but it's still not hard at all with the Buster. So it's okay. It's okay if you miss 1 or 2 of them, because it's still very easy to beat him. He's a very easy Robot Master. I'm saying this a lot. Just repeating myself. These enemies, which shoot pellets in 4 different directions at different times. Not too difficult, only take 1 shot. That's nice. And there's a point system in this game, which really doesn't make sense, because it does absolutely nothing. It doesn't give you like health or extra lives or anything. It doesn't do anything. So they got rid of it in later games. They fixed a lot of the problems here in later games. Like the point system, because it didn't do anything. It's not there in any other Mega Man game as far as I know. At least in the classic series, it's not there. Another big problem that they fixed later on, thank God, it's that when I get hit, you see I like flash a little bit. This happens in a lot of games, but I flash a little bit. Those are invincibility frames, and during those invincibility frames I am, well, invincible. But if I hit spikes, like I said, which I said are instant kill, because they are, during the invincibility frames in this game, then I will, if I hit spikes with invincibility frames in this game, then it doesn't matter. It won't matter, and I will just die automatically. They fixed that in later games. Invincibility frames protect you from spikes in all the other games, but not in this one. So, thank God they fixed that, because it was very annoying. Anyway, I will see you in part 2. Goodbye.